My Strawberry Farm Adventure. Clara lives in a small town in Oregon. Last year, she decided to start her own strawberry farm. A piece of land with red soil and good sunlight was chosen for planting. 500 young strawberry plants went into the ground in neat rows. Every morning, water was given, and leaves were checked for insects. No strong chemicals were used, only natural ways to keep bugs away. At the weekend market, local farmers shared useful advice. One tip was clear: water in the morning, wet leaves at night can get sick. This advice changed the daily routine on the farm. After 2 months, small white flowers appeared among the green leaves. Everyone knew this meant fruit would soon follow. Then, one cold night, the temperature dropped dangerously low. Frost was coming, a big danger for young plants. Blankets were quickly spread over the rows, and old lamps added warmth. By morning, most of the plants had survived. Only a few showed damage on the edges of their leaves. Soon after, the first red strawberries began to grow. They looked sweet and shiny under the summer sun. Photos were taken and shared online. News spread. The farm would open for pick-your-own strawberries. Opening day was Saturday, June 10th. Signs, baskets, and price boards were ready by 5 a.m. A simple rule was posted: $5 per basket. Wash your hands before picking. The first visitors arrived at 9 a.m., a family with 2 children. A friendly welcome was given, and picking tips were shown. Hold the stem and twist gently, the farmer said. Smiles appeared as small hands filled their baskets. More cars arrived, 10, then 20, then 30. Questions came fast, and drinks were sold to keep everyone cool. One woman asked, "Are these really organic?" A certificate was shown, and she bought 2 baskets with a smile. At noon, dark clouds rolled in. Rain began, not a drizzle, but a heavy storm. Plastic sheets were pulled over the rows to protect the fruit. Some visitors left, but others stayed under a large tent. Lemonade helped pass the time while they waited. After 1 hour, the rain stopped. But in the field, many ripe berries were soft, wet, and spoiled. Birds and ants had already found the damaged ones. The farmer looked worried, staring at the lost fruit. A young boy noticed and asked, "Can we still pick the good ones?" This simple question brought hope. People returned to the field and carefully chose only the dry, healthy berries. By the end of the day, not much money was made, but kind words were left, photos were shared, and trust was built. The next week, small rain covers were built over each row. Fine nets were added to keep birds away. More families returned, and a newsletter started. It included growing tips, weather updates, and farm news. In July, a local cafe called. They wanted to buy fresh strawberries every week. A new chapter began, selling not just at the farm, but to local businesses. Next year, raspberries will join the fields. Running a strawberry farm means facing sun, rain, pests, and surprises. But every time someone bites into a sweet berry and smiles, the hard work feels worth it.
Running late for the flight. It was 6 a.m., and Anna was standing outside her apartment with 2 big suitcases and a backpack. She was going on a 2-week trip to Paris. Her flight left at 9:30 a.m. from Terminal 2. She called a taxi and waited on the sidewalk. The taxi arrived 10 minutes later, a yellow car with City Cab on the door. Anna put her bags in the trunk with the driver's help. "Please take me to the airport as fast as possible," she said. "No problem," said the driver, "but traffic can be heavy in the morning." Anna checked her watch. She still had time, but not much. On the way, it started to rain. Cars moved slowly, and the traffic lights felt endless. Anna began to worry. At 7:50 a.m., they reached the airport. "Here we are, Terminal 2, said the driver. Anna paid the fare and said, "Thank you." She grabbed her bags and ran into the terminal. Inside, it was busy. People walking, signs in many languages, and loud announcements. Anna found the check-in toners for Sky Air Airlines. There was a long line. She joined it and waited. When it was her turn, she said, "Hello, I have a flight to Paris at 9:30. The agent smiled and said, "May I see your passport and ticket, please?" Anna gave them to her. The agent typed on the computer, "You're checked in. Here are your boarding passes." Then she looked at the suitcases. "These bags are over the carry-on limit." Anna asked, "Do I need to check them in?" "Yes," said the agent. "Only one small bag can go on the plane with you." "How much does it cost to check them?" Anna asked. "It's $40 for the first bag and $60 for the second." Anna was surprised. "That's expensive. Is there any discount?" "I'm sorry, no. But if you had paid online, it would be cheaper." Anna sighed and took out her card. "Okay, I'll pay." After checking her bags, she went to security. She took her laptop and water bottle out of her backpack. A security officer said, "You can't take this bottle. It's too big." "Oh no," said Anna. "I didn't know." "It's over 100 milliliters," he said. "You can drink it or throw it away." Anna drank the water quickly and put the empty bottle in the bin. She passed through the scanner safely. Now she looked at her boarding pass again. Gate B12. She asked a worker, "Excuse me, where is gate B12? "Go straight, then turn left after the shops," the worker said. "Thank you," Anna said with a smile. She walked fast and found the gate at 8:40 a.m. The boarding wasn't starting yet. She sat down and checked her phone. Her flight was on time.
She bought a sandwich and a small bottle of water, 100 milliliters. She remembered the rule. At 9 a.m., a voice said, "Now boarding Sky Air Flight 205 to Paris, Zone 1. Anna stood up and joined the line. At the gate, the agent scanned her boarding pass. She said, "Enjoy your trip." Anna walked down the tunnel to the plane. She found her seat, 18B, by the window. She put her backpack under the seat and took a deep breath. She had been worried about the taxi, the bags, and the rules. But now she was calm. She looked out the window at the rainy runway. Soon, the plane moved forward and took off into the sky. Anna smiled. She had made it and learned a lot about asking questions and staying calm. Fixing my first car. My name is Mark, and I bought my first car last month. It was a small blue hatchback from 2010. The car looked good, but it made a strange noise when I drove. I didn't know much about cars, but I wanted to learn. One Saturday morning, the engine suddenly stopped while I was on the road. I managed to pull over to the side safely. I turned the key. Nothing happened. No sound, no lights, not even a click. I felt worried and called my friend Lisa. She knows a lot about cars. "Don't panic," she said. "Check the battery first." I opened the hood and looked at the engine. I didn't know what anything was. Lisa told me to look for 2 thick wires connected to a black box. "That's the battery," she said. I found it, but one wire was loose and covered in white powder. "It's corroded," Lisa said. "Clean it with baking soda and a brush." I went to a store and bought baking soda, a small brush, and gloves. Back at the car, I mixed the soda with water and cleaned the battery terminal. I reconnected the wire tightly. Then I turned the key. The engine made a sound, but it didn't start. I called Lisa again. She asked, "Did the lights come on?" I tried. The headlights were weak. She said, "The battery might be dead. You need a jump start." I asked a man nearby if he could help me. He said yes and brought his jumper cables. He showed me how to connect the red cable to the positive battery terminal, then the black cable to the negative terminal, and the other end to my car's metal frame. After a few minutes, my car started. I thanked the man and drove slowly to a repair shop. The mechanic checked the battery and said, "It's old, only 30% power left." I asked, "Do I need a new one?" He said, "Yes, and I'll test the alternator, too. It charges the battery." I agreed. The new battery cost $120, but the alternator was fine. The mechanic installed it and gave me a receipt. Before I left, I asked, "How can I take care of my car?" He said, "Check the oil every month, look at the tires, and listen to strange sounds." I drove home slowly, watching the dashboard. That night, I wrote down what I had learned in a notebook. I drew a simple picture of the battery and cables. I felt proud. I had fixed my car with help, but I did most of it myself. Now, when I hear a strange noise, I don't just worry. I open the hood, look around, and ask questions. My car isn't perfect, but it's mine, and I'm learning to take care of it.